Ken Lusk here with MyStarReport.com. This is the second video in a series of videos that I'm doing for 2011, the first set. And so let's get back to Sagittarius energies, because this is really important what's happening with Sagittarius and the ninth house energies that Sag is, of course, associated with, as Sag rules the ninth house. We have a huge shift in the dragon coming. The dragon's head, the head of the dragon, has been in Capricorn for some time now. The tail in Cancer. So this has essentially created a grand cardinal cross that has been really stable and hidden in the 10th house and the 4th house, the 1st house and the 7th house, if we also include the energies of the wings of the dragon, the polarized east and west directions that the wings represent. And the head and the tail of the dragon is going to be moving March 3rd and March 4th into Sagittarius and Gemini, respectively. The head of the dragon on the 3rd and the 4th transits into the sign of Sagittarius, the head in Sag. The tail transits with it, being polarized into Gemini. Now, when this happens, Sagittarius will be in the 10th house, the cardinal house. Gemini will be in the 4th house, again, at the depths of the chart, deep within ourselves. Gemini will be there. And then, of course, you have the wings representing the east and west polarization, the wings being in the 1st and the 7th house, again, cardinal houses. So the theme continues then of in extraordinary energies in the 10th house and the 4th house. This, of course, keeping in line with the prevailing energies that I've been talking about with regard to 2011, the 4th house and the polarized 10th house, hidden energies. So what do we have then? We have the head of the dragon taking us in the direction, the destiny direction, the head of the dragon representing destiny, in the direction of the 10th house. New foundations, building new foundations, tearing down the old foundations in order to build new, better foundations that are more carefully planned and more stable. This is, of course, the 10th house energy. This is a Capricorn energy. This time, though, we are looking at these energies being expressed within the context of the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius being, of course, collective knowledge. Knowledge that has been tested. Knowledge that is ready to be applied practically in Capricorn and the 10th house. And this is the sign of higher wisdom, of higher knowledge, of the higher self, higher education, divine wisdom, divine guidance, philosophy, the collective higher wisdom, okay? The tail of the dragon being in the 4th house in Gemini is very, very significant here, and will continue to serve the energies of 2011 and breaking up old patterns and obstacles very well. It will serve that purpose very well, because Gemini carries with it the energy of a sword splitting things into two, dividing up the house, dividing energies from immature energies to mature energies. And when I say mature and immature, I am talking about spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and then physically. But most importantly, I think right now are the three energetic bodies of mental, emotional, and spiritual maturity. And keep in mind, of course, down deep, the physical aspect is there as well. So we have the tail or the stinger of the dragon acting as a sword through Gemini in the fourth house. That means that the house, the family, the home, the place where we live, right? Our country, our cities, these things that we are used to, these concepts that we have been raised with, our home where we feel comfortable, these things will split. They will divide. We will see in the streets, as we're seeing now, father against father, father pitted against son, sons, siblings pitted against each other. In these ninth house energies, these Sagittarius energies of philosophy, right, of wisdoms, of beliefs and religion, as Sagittarius also rules religion. The ninth house holds religion and religious beliefs. So we will see this sword divide peoples all around the world, sometimes very violently, just like we're seeing in the Middle East. Sometimes on the verge of chaos and violence like we've seen in Wisconsin with this struggle with the government. We're also seeing the same fight in Ohio, and we're seeing the same fight in Indianapolis. We're seeing this fight about to rise up in Rhode Island as well, in the city of Providence. This is happening, you guys. These are, what I'm talking about are astrological energies that I saw in the chart at the beginning of the year that are easy for anyone to see. It's not just me. I'm just the one interpreting it. So please don't take this as arrogance in any way, shape, or form. These energies are here for anyone to read. And a lot of people, of course, are reading these energies. But these are the prevailing energies of the year. We're going to continue to see this because the dragon is going to be very comfortably ensconced still in the fourth house and the 10th house. Now, in the beginning of the year, instead of seeing, unlike last year, instead of seeing the first major moon cycle as a full moon cycle, a negative moon cycle, a waning moon cycle, we saw the moon plant its seed in the first house of Capricorn with a new moon. This is really significant because this is a positive seed that will grow. Every farmer knows that when you plant your seeds on a new moon cycle, your crops will grow, and that's what happened at the beginning of the year. First significant moon cycle was on the January 4th, and it was a new moon. Okay, and the moon planted its seed in Capricorn. Again, remember, we need to tie all these things together. Capricorn, 10th house, the dragon remaining in this 10th house energy, the head of the dragon there, and now the head of the dragon is going to be in Sagittarius, as I spoke about. But in the first house, with that new moon, with the head of the dragon was there, dragon destiny, it was there. Also, what was there was Pluto, the planet of transformation and metaphysics, the planet of revolution, the planet of renewal and rebirth and regeneration. This is very significant. The sun was there, of course, the moon was there, combust with the sun at 13 degrees, and we also see Mars was there, the planet of action. I'm going to stop here, move on to the third video. Hang tight.